All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Tollyganj Club, Kolkata, and we are witnessing history in the making as the India qualifier for the Paddy Power World Arts Championship 2025 is in progress. This is Arnab Raha here, and along with me is Mudit Sadani. Mudit, what do you think is up first, or?
Well, one thing is for sure that it's going to be an exciting match, as we know the history that they've met before, and every time, no matter what the scoreline is, they have always been up to each other. And I still remember the match where Vikash almost had Nitin, but the result went in his favor. So we are for the toss now. Oh, Nitin to start.
That's right. Nitin Kumar, the Royal Bengal, kicks off the proceedings with a 99, and Vikash Kothari, also known as the Joker in the circuit, that's his darting nickname, is going to chase throughout the match. And he too starts with a ton.
Well, both the players, I think they're playing very steady now. They're just thinking of having one triple. Yes, Nitin has got one, and that's a decent score for the starting. Probably, I think they'll be maintaining the average of 85 to 90. That's what their plan is going to be. And yes, Vikash is up for another brilliant. Last dart was deflected, but 99, 95 is a good score.
Great friends of the hockey, but fierce competitors on it. Nitin, who has represented the country on multiple occasions and has been one of the most familiar faces in the international circuit for India, while Vikash has had a chance to represent the country also at an Asian level tournament. And he is somebody who has always been among the top 10 players of the country for over a decade now. That speaks a lot about his consistency. What do you think about Vikash?
Absolutely, and as what I can say that he is my mentor, and no matter how much time he takes as a break from darts, whenever he comes, he's always in top 8 or top 16, and he performs brilliantly. And we have witnessed that in many years. No matter no matter how much he plays at home, he practices or doesn't, his mental strength is there always, and he always performs on stage brilliantly. Nathan is off for 146, triple 20. Ooh, that's a miss. 68, and that's a brilliant setup by Nitin. 8 to go. Now Vikash has to put some pressure.
Well, that means Nitin will get at least three assured darts to go for a kill.
Nitin's up for 8. Probably he's gonna get it in the first dart or second or third. He can't. Can he? Well, his body language says something else.
Offit smiles at himself.
Ooh, that's
So that's an opening for Vikash, but can he go for it? The first dart is the all important one, and that's not good enough. Nitin gets three more darts on the check.
well. Nitin is up for a madhouse. Probably he's going to. Well, Vikash could have put in a pressure on him, as the double one is quite tricky. It's still a perfect marker for a double one, and it slipped.
That's a let off from Nitin. An excellent opportunity for Vikash to strike back and take a lead and break Nitin's throw. But then the first dart wasn't good enough. And he knows it. He knows it that that was a golden opportunity. Kind of resigning to his fate as Nitin will go to capture leg one on double one.
Will be no, it's not the same thing. This time he uses the marker quite well, and Nitin is one up in this game of best of 7. Vikas to start. Well, actually, what I can see is that Vikash's first landing is what matters in the entire round. If his first dart goes perfectly, one or two dart is going on a triple for sure. And that is what I think Nitin is also planning to do. First dart, perfect marker, and then he's placing it quite beautifully. And at least 100 score is decent enough to keep the pressure going onto the opponent. That's the first dart. He tried too hard. Well, a 60 again.
Yeah, I think Vikash is yet to find his range in the match, even though he's come across some good opponents in the previous rounds. But that's the unpredictability of the format, right? No seedings in the event one, but then event one decides the seedings for the second event, and so on for the third event. So 200 points up for grabs for the winner of the first event, and then 100 for the runner. What do you think? Do you think there could be a player who can win all the three events and assure his place in the World Championship for India?
Well, all three events winning for sure. It's quite hard because the competition is very high. As we are witnessing Nitin and Vikash, who are top class players of the country. We also have Vikhili Su, who just represented India in the Asian Championship. We have Mahi Bosmia. We all know what she can do, no matter it's open singles or ladies singles. And also, let's not forget about Amit Giritwala, who has represented India on the grand stage many a times. So the tournament is wide open, and probably the people who are not giving that much of boost up in the first tour, probably they'll be bouncing back in the next one.
Speaking of bouncing back, Vikash Kothari has to bounce back. Yes, it is a first to four, a best of seven legs match, but then you cannot give Nitin Kumar chances. He will destroy you. He's relentless and he's unstoppable at times.
Well, that's a quite decent setup for Nitin. 167. Now Vikash, first dot 60, perfect again. Can he make it? Ooh, 140. That's a brilliant pressure on Nitin, by the way. He has to take this 167 for sure. Otherwise, Vikash, as I think he's getting the rhythm. Yeah. Yes, that's a brilliant setup by Nitin. 139. Now the pressure is back on Vikash. He went for bull, the safer route. And again, it's wide open for Nitin.
I think that's what champions are made of, right? 167 left, smashes the 139, puts the pressure back on the opponent who was leading at the moment. And this is for a chance to go 2 up in the match. And that's it. Nitin leads 2-0. We move on to the third leg with Nitin to throw. He breaks Vikash's throw.
Yeah, I think the way he went for 28, that is one thing which everyone should learn. It's not necessary to hit the first dart on the double. First dart, place it as a marker and then use it properly. And the third leg, Nitin, first dart goes to 3. And that's what happens when you actually, trying too hard for a triple and suddenly it goes to 1. That's what happened when you screw up the entire round. Not
So, rare side, Nitin Kumar scoring just 25. That should be an opening for Vikash, but then he's not being able to group his spins together yet. But this could be a break in case Nitin falters again in the second visit. And yes, doesn't get a treble. All Vikash needs is a 100 plus score to put the pressure on Nitin for the first time in the match. But he misses out. There's a lot of pressure on stage. What do you think with it?
Well, I don't think it's the pressure of playing on stage as they have played it before. But all I can notice is Vikash's first dart is not getting up to where he actually wants. The perfect marker for a triple. He's always getting the first dart in the bottom. See, now actually he tries hard and that's 100. That's the thing. He's only getting 100, not a boost up to get Nitin on pressure. Meanwhile, Nitin is doing very well. He's putting the pressure on him that he has to score, and that is what's screwing him up somewhere or the other. And that is why I think regular practice is quite necessary, because all you can get is the basic, but when you actually want to switch on, it's not happening in that way, and that is what Nitin is doing perfectly in this game.
Yeah, I think Vikash is yet to kick off, and find his form in the game. Nitin on 179, Vikash on 241, needs a ton plus score, but he doesn't. And now Nitin on 179. He'll try to set it up well. Probably double tops. No, he misses on the treble, and that's just 59. But he'll get a chance to go for Shanghai when we are back for his next visit. Vikash needs to wake up now. It's getting critical for him to clinch at least a leg. And that's a 60 and a 20. Let's see if he can get the Shanghai. Just misses out on 120 check. That was close. What do you think Vikash is going to go for?
Well, first dart went on 20 right in the middle, as I think he was trying too hard to get that triple. Well, Kumar is on 40 now. Can he get it from the first dart? Yes, he gets. He is 3-0 up against Vikash now. Vikash has to, switch on his panic button and get it as fast as possible. No more time for getting in the rhythm. He has to get those triples now. Well,
So yeah, I mean, this is it. All that Vikash needs is a good start and needs to stay ahead of Nitin on the scoreboard, but that seems highly unlikely. Nitin keeps getting the trebles, at least one every round, and the momentum, keeps rolling in his favor.
Well, that is what I can witness in the entire game actually, Ananda. He's trying too hard to get those trebles, he's trying too hard to get the rhythm, but he's not getting it one. Meanwhile, Nitin is just, all I can see with his body language is he's quite relaxed now, that I already have a good start and a good lead against him. Now, whatever I do, it's going to be just, to make him screw up. Meanwhile, the pressure is all on Vikas right now. Nitin is just putting the basics done. Well, the first dart goes on 60. That's a perfect dart to get a 180 now. Just missed. Well, that's a brilliant darts by Nitin. 140, a great score. Vikash is still struggling. What do you think, Dada?
I honestly feel that, it's obviously Vikash is making a comeback into the circuit in a big way, but the amount of tournaments Nitin gets to play in the international circuit is something in which preps him up, to take on opponents in such pressure matches. And that's why he's more relaxed. Another treble, another 100, set up again, It seems like he's fond of the Shanghai, he set it up again. Vikash needs to wake up. It's now or never. And that's one set that he'd like to forget. Just 21. The worst possible time to get a low score. While Nitin remains relaxed and sets up 64. Do we see a couple of 32s? Or do you think he'll go triple 16?
Well, all I can see is Vikash is now just relaxed and he has understood that this game is going nowhere. He's not getting his rhythm. Meanwhile, Nitin just setting up for a finish. Double 16 he wants. One dart, perfect marker. And just misses on the wire. Vikash on 195. He can still, put some pressure on him, which he is not being able to do. His first dart is falling just below 60 again and again.
Nitin's not going to miss this one. What do you think?
I don't think he will. Maybe he won't. Well, he gets it. That's what the experience says it all.
It's a brilliant game shot, and Nitin sails into the top 8 after taking out Vikash Kothari. Consistent, but he will obviously have to do much better than this to ensure that he's able to win the event, because with every round the competition keeps getting harder and harder. So thanks a lot, Mudit. It was a pleasure. We'll be back again soon, ladies and gentlemen, with the next match coverage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.